So in the previous class we have studied about the preparation of haloalkanes or alkyl halides from the alkene. By using the same method one can prepare dihaloalkanes or alkyl dihalides from the alkene. So alkene upon reaction with halogens in inert solvent like CCl4 or CH2 gives dihaloalkane. Here X can be chlorine, bromine and up to some extent iodine. Fluoride cannot be used in this method. So butene upon reaction with chlorine in carbon disulfide gives this compound, and the name of that compound is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2,3 dichloro butane, hence butene Bu2ene upon reaction with chlorine in CH2 carbon disulfide or carbon tetrachloride CCl4 gives 1,2-dichlorobutane. Similarly, when you substitute chloride or Cl2 with bromine Br2, it gives 2,3-dibromobutane. Every reaction has its own mechanism or it follows its individual reaction pathway to arrive at the product. So now let us see how the reaction works. In general mechanism, this is general mechanism. So, alkene, let us say R, CH, double bond CH, R, reacts with bromine. Alkene. The previous classes we have discussed that alkenes are electron rich in nature. Alkenes are electron rich in nature. That means they have sufficient amount of negative charge in their pockets. So, though it is an electrically neutral molecule, but inherently it is electron rich in nature. That means it has sufficient amount of electron cloud. Electron cloud means negatively charged cloud is distributed in the alkene across the sigma bond. That means they are fundamentally or logically they are electron rich in nature. Though they are electron rich in nature, they can attract positively charged particles towards themselves or positively charged species or positively charged cations or positively charged atoms molecules will be attracted towards the alkene due to its nucleophilic in nature. That means alkenes are nucleophile. Though they are electrically neutral species, but they can act as nucleophile due to the presence of the pi bond, which is weaker than sigma bond. So when there are two bonds and there is a matter of breaking bonds, in that case the pi bond is the one which will break fast, because pi bond is always weaker than a sigma bond. Or the alkene are electronically rich in nature, so they can act as nucleophile. That means they can attack upon an electrophile. Halogens are group 17 elements except fluorine and chlorine. Bromine and iodines have larger orbitals around them. So, due to the presence of larger orbitals, they can accept electrons from the surrounding. Whereas in case of fluorine, it is very small in size and it has already 9 electrons inside it. When we try to push foreign electrons into the fluorine, the already present electron cloud inside the fluorine will try to repel them. That's why bromine and up to some extent chlorine reacts beautifully during this type of reactions. So it is a nucleophile, hence the double bond. You have to start arrow exactly from the double bond. It attacks upon bromine. Halogens are electronegative in nature. That means they can accommodate an extra electron inside them. That means, or alternatively, it suggests that bromine, chlorine, fluorine, iodine can go away as F minus, Cl minus, Br minus and I minus, because after accumulating the minus charge, they get converted from a neutral species to a charged species. But here the charged species is stable because they are more electronegative in nature, or in other words, their electronegativity value is more. So after attacking upon one chlorine, another chlorine will go away as Br minus. So the next step will be R. Bromide goes away. Now this carbon and this carbon, double bond is situated between or is present between two carbons. When the double bond is attacking upon the bromine, this carbon can form bond or this carbon can form bond. Let us say this carbon starts forming a new bond with bromine. So this has now become positive charge. Halogens always have non-bonded electrons or lone pair electrons upon them. This lone pair of electron attacks intramolecularly. Always remember that intramolecular reactions are faster than intermolecular reactions. Always, it is universally true. Unless otherwise there is some stereochemical issue, the intramolecular reactions are always going to be faster than intermolecular reactions. Hence, now the product will be initially it was positively charged in nature. Later, bromine has given only one of its lone pair electron to make an covalent bond. Initially, this lone pair of electron was solely belonged to bromine, or bromine has one pair of electron. Now, it has given its lone pair of electron to carbon in order to make an covalent bond. After the formation of a covalent bond, initially these two owner was bromine. Now these two has been distributed to make an covalent bond. So in the whole process, bromine have lost a single electron. That's why there is a positive charge on bromine. This type of structures are known as cyclic bromonium ions. Cyclic bromonium ions. After that, bromine was there, which was initially kicked out during the attack of alkene as a nucleophile upon the bromine. Now, the bromine will come into the picture and it can attack on this carbon as well as on this carbon. Anyway, both will be same. So, the product will be, when it attacks on this carbon, this is positively charged, so this one will go upon the bromine and the product is, now this bromine has come to here, bromine, now a new bromine has come to this carbon and R. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 dibromobutane. This is how alkenes reacts with halogens to give 1, 2 dihalo alkenes or alkyl dihalides. When halogens are present on the adjacent carbons 1 and 2 carbons, they are known as vicinal dihalides. So this as well as this, all are known as vicinal dihalides. Vicinal means 1, 2, geminal means 1, 1. So vicinal 1, 2, di means 2, halides means there are 2 halogens. That's why its name has become vicinal dihalides. This much is there in your course. So we will stop here. These are the method of preparation. That means there are lot of methods in the research, but your syllabus contains up to this level. Now we are going to haloarine. Previously we have studied about haloalkanes. Now we are going to study haloarines. Haloarines. So haloalkane, what was that? The general molecular formula was RH minus H plus X gave RH. It was haloalkane. Alkane. So haloalkanes are the compound which are derived from alkane. Like haloalkane, haloarines are the classes of organic compounds which have been derived, or those have been derived from arines. Then now what is arine? All the aromatic compounds are known as arines. They are called arine. Then what is aromatic compound? Up to your syllabus, the compounds which obey Haeckel rule 4 and 2 plus number of pi electrons, the compound which contain 4 and 2 plus number of pi electrons are considered as aromatic compounds. The first aromatic compound was isolated as a cyclic member having 6 carbon. After that By doing vigorous number of experiments, scientists arrived at the structure of benzene, and the structure is C6H6. Its molecular formula is C6H6 and the structure is cyclohexatriene. This is cyclohexane. When we have one double bond, this is known as cyclohexene. When we have two double bond, that is known as cyclohexadiene. Here we have three double bond, so cyclohexatriene. These are one classes of aromatic compounds. There are other classes of aromatic compounds are present, and they are, one among of them is furan, pyrrole, then pyridine, then quinoline, another ones are indole, these are some examples of aromatic compounds, and their name is, this is furan, pyrrole, this is pyridine, this is quinoline, and this is indole. Benzene, this is naphthalene, this is anthracene, pyrene is little bit more for you. So these are the common aromatic compounds. This compound has name naphthalene. This is anthracene. These are examples of some common aromatic compounds. Now you take away hydrogen from any carbon and put an halogen. These compounds are known as haloarenes. For example, if we are going to keep here bromine, its name will be bromobenzene. If we are keeping and chlorine here, its name will be numbering 1, 2 chlorofuran, like this. It has name numbering same way, 1, 2 iodopyrrole. We are going to keep here chlorine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Always numbering starts from the heteroatom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fluoropyridine. Like this, you tell me name of this compound. Name of this compound. Name of this compound. And name of these compounds. You have to tell in the WhatsApp group. what are the names of these compounds. Except these aromatic compounds, there are some other compounds. This is known as phenol. This is known as, when you have an aldehyde group, benzaldehyde. When you have an acid group, that is known as what? Benzoic acid. When you have an methyl group, that is known as toluene. When you have an NH2 group, that is known as what? Aniline. So, by keeping here bromine, its name will be ortho. This is ortho meta para. Ortho bromo phenol. Or you start numbering 1, then 2 bromo phenol. In a similar way, if you are keeping bromine here, then its name will be ortho meta, small m hyphen meta bromo benzaldehyde. Or 3-bromobenzaldehyde, like chloro, and here keep chlorine, here keep iodine. Like this, its name will be 2-fluorobenzoic acid or orthofluorobenzoic acid. Its name will be orthochlorotoluene or 2-chlorotoluene. Its name will be ortho and meta iodoaniline, or 2, not 2, 1, 2, 3 iodoanilines. Now we will see method for the preparation of haloarine.